Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Oregon State versus Washington State college football matchup on Saturday, October 15th, 2022. It's my favorite day of the week during my favorite time of the year. It's College Football Saturday. And here on YouTube, I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. I do free picks every day, sportschatplace.com, pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube, as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. And to find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from some of the top handicappers in the world today, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com. Click on the Premium Picks tab, and while you're there, be sure to use the code 15OFF. You'll get 15% off all of your purchases at sportschatplace.com and pickdawgz.com. But let's get to this one. We've got Oregon State hosting Washington State, and Oregon State back to winning last week, beating Stanford 28-27. But we got to remember, not a very good Stanford team. Oregon State had lost to USC and Utah after starting the season 3-0, the wins over Boise State, at Fresno, and Montana State. So in hindsight, those wins really a little less impressive than they were to start with. Meanwhile, when we look at Washington State, lost last week against USC 30-14 in a game that, well, they kind of had shots at it, but never really were in it. And then the other loss was against Oregon in a game that they had the Ducks dead to rights and let them come back in the final minutes of that game, losing 44-41, a sandwich win over Cal in between those. And of course, that signature win, that win in Madison against Wisconsin, who in hindsight, once again, not a very good team this season, but that's no fault of the Cougars, who took care of business in that game. And Paul Chryst was fired, of course, as head coach of Wisconsin. But I think the loss to Washington State had something to do with that. And then when we look at Washington State, the offense, not quite the same as the Mike Leach era, ranked 93rd in the nation and 117th in rushing the football. And the Washington State defense, 102nd against the pass and 26th against the rush. So nothing really outstanding there on paper, but like I said, it's come out to some wins. When we look at Oregon State, this team is, when it comes to defense, they've created 7 turnovers, and that is kind of helped them along the way. And then when it comes to their offense, they've only turned the ball over 1 time this season. And that, once again, goes a very long way, especially against a Washington State offense that is 109th in the nation when it comes to turning the ball over. The thing also here is that, Oregon State offense really has rushed the football effectively, but against this bad Washington State pass defense, they're ranked kind of in the middle of the pack, but against this bad pass defense, that might be a little bit better, and it actually might be good enough. Washington State is 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 in the Pac-12, 4-1 against the number in their last 5 games overall. When we look at Oregon State, the Beavers are 9-1 against the number in their last 10 in Corvallis, 9-3 against the number against teams with a winning record. The road team has covered in 9 of the last 13, and Washington State has covered 5 of their last 6 at Oregon State. I think this game's going to be a little bit closer than what the number says. The number comes in at 3.5. I kind of like that hook with Washington State. Probably not one I'm rushing to the window to bet, but I'll take a shot with Washington State, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free in the way they work. They show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.